Random. The Parliament of Papas. Who's? Oh my goodness. One of these days, man. We did so many cool live shows this year, and next year we're gonna do at least the same. And we're gonna get where people just start hoodly hooing at us. It's gonna be a blast.
Hoodly hoo.
You'll be able to call. That's all you hear. Is, hoodly hoo, and it'll go up. Anyway,
you know what?
I'm doing this.
We need to make that our shirt with our new logo with the owl theme and just hoodly hoo. Not even put the name of the show on it. Just hoodly hoo.
Because Joe, I'm doing this for you. This hurts me to say, but you get a bad dad joke tagline with this hoodly hoo. Because Wise and Nerdy gives a hoot. There you go, sir. Okay, all right. I said it, but it's all right. Parliament Papas. Do you need to like your in-laws?
I think it depends, to be honest.
Okay.
Because obviously, if your significant other does not like their own family, then no, you definitely don't have to like your in-laws. But if they're close with their family, you should at least make an effort. Even if you don't like them, you do have to at least bare minimum tolerate them. Yeah. If you want peace in your life, you need to come to terms with that.
Yeah, I mean, I've shared my story many times with my in-laws and this and that. You have to basically get along or be cordial. There can only be so much strife, especially when you start having grandkids come into the mix and the great grandkids or whatever it is for the generational gaps there. But I was thinking also in the vein of my son's been dating his girlfriend for almost 2 years now. Her family has come over once or twice.
They have matching clothes.
Yeah. My wife
they do. I saw them.
That's right. You did. Anyway, stop it. I was sitting there. Haley came to dinner, just her, and we're okay with her family. They're okay with us, but we've only done like one thing together, and it was whatever. And I didn't get a chance to talk to her dad, so that was just whatever. But I was sitting there thinking, all right, I got to start asking her some questions because it's 2 years in. She's about to graduate. If everything goes according to plan, it'll progress as naturally it will. And so I'm like, okay, I don't really know her family, but as long as they don't care, I don't care. I mean, you gotta understand, I really have no dog in this fight. I don't need to come to your house for things. I mean, it's fine. I will, but but I wanted her to like us enough, but I had to ask her if Die Hard was a Christmas movie. She gave an okay answer.
Okay.
She has really bad parents, is the answer. Because she's never seen Die Hard. She's never seen Die Hard. 17, 18 years old. I think she just turned 18, whatever. I think she's maybe a year and a half younger in Oakland. Never seen Die Hard. So, okay, Oakland, get her. It's Christmas movie time. Y'all need to watch that Christmas movie. I just kept hammering it home as a Christmas movie, so I win.
Yeah, but you got to remember.
Don't you do it.
Die Hard also came out 36 years ago. So if you double her age, that's about
has watched it at least 4 times, and she's only 11, sir. I'm a good father. I am telling you. You raise your kid. Zoe loves The Matrix. We watched all 4 Matrixes together. She loves The Matrix.
My kids haven't seen Die Hard or Matrix.
Okay, you're on the edge with Malachi. You need to sit down and say, son, it's time to watch a real Christmas movie. This is going to blow Charlie Brown away. Don't worry about it.
I don't think they've ever seen any Charlie Brown, to be honest.
What? What are you talking about? How's that even possible? They go to church. What? So, I can't fathom. What do you mean they haven't watched Peanuts?
I don't think. I didn't really grow up with it. I don't think my wife did either. So it's just not.
So you didn't grow up in America? That's what you're saying?
I've seen like snippets here and there
every Thanksgiving, every Halloween, The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, no.
Okay, all right. I don't know where to go now. What were we talking about? Parliament of Popeyes dismissed. We just need to go eat mice. Oh, I don't know what's going on here anymore.
But yeah, no, like in-laws are a tricky thing. Like even some things still blindside me with my in-laws. Because I just sometimes I just don't know what's going to trigger
Peanuts, them. You would know that Lucy pulls the ball away from Charlie Brown, and you would be blindsided by your in-laws.
I already knew that. But like the other day, we were out to eat with my in-laws, and we were talking about, I can't remember what now. Oh, Dune. We were talking about Dune. Okay. And my mother-in-law, she had forgotten the names of some of the characters. So Paul, who is what I consider the main character.
Sure.
But apparently, because she's read a bunch of the prequel stuff, she said main character and was talking about his dad, Leto.
Ah, okay.
And so she made a comment about how the main character died. But she meant the dad, Leto, who, I mean, if you haven't seen Dune, it's fairly early on, but it happens. Spoiler alert. And so because she had forgotten the name, I had said, oh, you mean Paul, when she had said the main character before she had said that he died. And she's like, yeah, Paul. And so I'm like, spoiler alert, he's alive in the movies. She's like, no, he died early on in the first movie. I'm like, no. And
these are the political arguments that you have at your Thanksgiving dinner.
But I got a little bit animated, not like about maybe a little bit more short than what we just had, but my mother-in-law, she took it as like a criticism of her. And so she got really upset about how I had reacted about the spoiler. And so it's just little things. I called and I said, look, I didn't mean to be short with you and whatnot. And I apologized and whatnot. But yeah, there's some things that I just never know what's going to set them off, and that's just something you gotta, even after we've been married for almost 15 years now.
At her that she was wrong.
Well, spoiler alert.
you like grabbed her by her lapels and shook her off her feet, man. Why are you blaming this on that sweet lady?
But yeah, I mean that's even still, but then like early on, her mom and I, we butted heads every now and again too. Like no one ever would have been good enough for her daughter. And so early on, she was like, you have to lose 50 pounds before you're allowed to marry my daughter. I'm like, no. I'm just like, no, you don't get to dictate my life choices, period. So she's like, well, then we're not going to help pay for stuff. I'm like, okay. And
Charlie Brown was like, I got $4 in my pocket. I'll make it work.
Basically, that's pretty accurate.
I almost graduated. I'll be graduating in 3 months, and then you'll see.
So, but that's not to say, she's family. We work through it, and I love my in-laws. They're great people. Regardless, there's always going to be some growing pains, period. And actually, I had this conversation with my...
Oh, no. Kelsey just snatched him from the side, and he disappeared.
Oh, no, we were both gone there for a second. What happened?
I was doing having technical difficulties, Joe, where you get snatched off the stage by your wife in the middle of this story, and you can't even go with the joke. But the point is, you do have to work through things. You do have to be around each other. And if you don't want to be around each other, minimize the time that you have to do that, and you'll be all right.